Hello my dear friends, I'm Stanislav Shamayev, a licensed business immigration and corporate attorney in Miami, Florida. In today's video, we're going to be discussing the managing your business on E-2 visa and all the tips and tricks how to survive the initial stages of the business and how to get renewals of your visa. At the end of this video, you will be able to learn how to get a free evaluation of your E-2 visa case. Let's go. But before we begin, guys, please smash that like button because you want to learn more about immigration and I'm willing to give it to you. If you like my videos, like this video and follow me on YouTube as well. Let's take a step back and remind ourselves, what is E-2 visa? E-2 visa is a treaty investor visa for those countries that signed an agreement with the US. You also have to have a business idea, a business plan, or you must be purchasing an existing business in the US and your capital must be at least $100,000. And we have to show that the money that you invest is clean, not laundered clean, but originally clean. We have to show that you made that money legally, that you paid all the taxes on that money, and that we can trace the money from the origin of funds where you made it to your business in the US, be it a startup business or be it an existing business that you're purchasing. One thing is to get E-2 visa approved. A different thing is to get it renewed, and no one talks about it. I'm trying to search the YouTube, no attorney is talking about it, so I'll be the first. When do we need to start worrying about the renewal of E-2 visa? There are 2 points here. Point number 1, depending on a country where you're from, your visa could be anywhere from 3 months up to 5 years. But visa only grants you the entrance to the States. Once you enter, regardless which visa you have, 1 year E-2 visa, 2 year E-2 visa, whatever that is, you get 2 years of legal status in the US, meaning that you can stay up to 2 years. And then you have to do one of either 2 things. Number 1, you can extend your status in the US without even leaving the country. You don't have to go back to your country to extend it. You can stay in the US and never actually leave and extend it every 2 years. Option number 2, you can just leave the US before the 2-year expiration of your status and then come back. It could be a short trip to Bahamas. It could be a short trip to Mexico, to Venezuela, probably not the best choice, Argentina, Ecuador, whatever. Go back to your country, come back. And once you come back, regardless of how long is your visa is valid for, it could be 1 day, it could be 3 more years, it could be 1 more year, doesn't matter. Once you cross the borderline with the CBP, you will get 2-year status. The 2 situations when you actually have to contact the US government to get something from them is the one I already mentioned, when you have to file the paperwork within the US, get the extension, or once your visa is expiring and you still want to travel, you have to refile with the US embassy in your country. This may happen as fast as 2 years after you entered, when you have to extend on your own in the country, or it could be as long as 5 years after the expiry of your visa. Regardless which one that is, you still have to file the whole package of the documents, almost as if the first filing never happened. You still have to show the business plan, you still have to show that you're controlling the business, you still have to show that you direct the business, that you work there as an employee, and most importantly, your business is bringing the economical impact. You bring the benefit to the US economy. How to show that? You can show it through 2 things. Thing number 1, you employ US employees. How many should we employ? Well, Depending on the situation, depending on the nature of your business, it could be as low as 2-3 people and anything above that. Or you can show that your business is very profitable. Maybe you're making $100,000 plus in net profit, meaning that after all the expenses and everything, you have 100K in ordinary net income. And this is great because it's presumed if you make profit and it's up there, bigger numbers, then you automatically presumed to make the economical impact. Or you can have a combination of these two. A couple of people working for you and your business is profitable. Depending on which extension that is, the first one, the second one, the third one, of course, I want to see that your business is still growing. Okay, so it's not at the same level, it doesn't move any further. I mean, we're probably still going to get the extension, but the immigration officer could start asking questions. Where are we going in this? Are we going to scale more or what's going on? Please do try to grow your business. It's not only good for E-2, but it's also good for other type of visas where you can switch from E-2 to the green card. What are the basic tips from me as also a businessman, right? You guys know me as an attorney. But not all of you know. My corporation employs 100 people and even more. We have 10 departments. So I think I know a thing or two about running the business in the States. Number one, you have to decide if your business is service business or goods business. There's nothing in between. Either you provide services or you sell goods. Number two, make sure that you stand out among your competitors. And to do that, you have to know who is your competition, what they do, how they sell, how they market themselves, what's the average check in their companies. So you have to analyze. You also have to find some niche in your industry, maybe a new line of product, maybe the service that's not fully provided by others. In other words, you have to stand out. Also, you have to keep pace with the market, with your competition. You can't just do it once. You have to constantly track. Also, I think it's very important to start delegating the operational tasks to your team members. Why? So you could grow your company strategically. You could think about strategy and policies of your company as opposed to the operational things. You have to be the one to build up the processes for your business. Find the points of control in those processes. Delegate the control of those points of control to the team members. And once that is done, you have to maintain that and think strategically to scale this scheme. I know it's basic, and I know some of you guys may be laughing, oh God, Stanislav, duh, reinvented the wheel. Well, maybe, but I think it's always good to remind yourselves what actually the business is. And also, even before that, you have to have a hypothesis, and you have to test the hypothesis. What is that? For example, you want to sell the socks. You want to sell them on the marketplace. Did you know that you don't have to have the actual socks to start selling them? Okay? You can create marketing campaign. You may analyze the competition, see what's good, what's bad. You may create a product, virtual product, without actually existing. You can create a marketing campaign, spend very little amount of money, run that campaign, see if you have leads and purchases, and analyze if the amount of money spent on the marketing is lower than number of purchases minus the expenses. So in other words, if you spend $100 marketing this product, but from these $100, you got 500 sales, where your pure profit is $200 or whatever. If you have profit out of this money, means that this is a successful hypothesis. You may increase the budget for marketing and proportionally scale your profit. I think this is more advanced level for business consulting. You guys want to smash that like button because Stanislav, is giving you not only educational stuff for immigration, but also a business advice. And again, I'm not a business consultant. I'm only giving you my experience. Don't hold me up on that, but I think it's going to be very helpful. So do your hypothesis. And sometimes you can do 10 in a row and all of them fail. But the 11th one is going to be successful. Don't be shy to create as many ideas as you want. Sometimes you have to tweak the marketing and the approach to marketing product. Maybe it's a good idea, but it's a bad marketing idea. So you need to work and develop it. And once you see that there is profit that's scalable, depending on how much money you put into marketing, you're good to go. All right, so if you guys want to know if you are qualifying for E-2 visa and you can do it for free, how? Go down below this video, find the link, click on the link. It's going to say free evaluation of your case. And within 48 hours, I'll get back to you with the initial analysis and qualification of your case. And I'm going to tell you if your case is good enough to have a potential. And if it does, I then will invite you to the complex immigration planning, where I will make the final qualification of your case and develop the initial written strategy. Ask the questions, comment under this video, subscribe to my YouTube, to my Instagram, and to my TikTok. I'm Stanislav Shamayev, a lawyer of the future. Your future begins here. Good luck.